They say perfume was perfected in France. What if I tell you that perfume actually began in Africa?
How would you differentiate the African perfume from, let's say, other European or American houses of perfume?
You know, what I'll say is, people don't patronize this story much, but Africa and Ghana is artistic in nature. If we're going to differentiate between the Western perfumery and African perfumery, where does perfumery start from? Where is the birth of perfumery? Egypt, Mesopotamia. This is the true origin of perfumery.
But for decades, our stories were written out of the history of luxury. But this week, in the heart of Paris, one man from Ghana didn't just show up. In fact, he reclaimed the lost throne back to Africa, Ghana.
Made in Ghana.
Because in the Paris Perfume Week, which is the World Cup of niche fragrances held at the historic Paris Brunei, with about 150 exhibitors selected from 20 countries, this man came up on top. And all that you gotta do is just send money back to Africa from Europe, from Canada, from UK, or every part of the world. You can send money to Africa using Lemfi. Now, Lemfi is 100% free, no charges. And you even get cash back just when you use my code KwekuAfrica. You're going to get £10 for free. Free! Only when you use my referral code KwekuAfrica, you get £10 for sending money back. So send us money, send us money, send us money. Use my code KwekuAfrica. Now let's get into the story.
Guys, if you've enjoyed this video so far, please do me a huge favor and hit the like button and subscribe. These videos take quite a long time to make, so if you could help me out, I'll love you forever. Thank you all for your support. Now let's get back to this crazy story.
Make it a point to come with number 10. 10, best perfume in the world. I choose Maison Yusif over Tom Ford. Nice. So my guy, fresh.
So how did we even get here? In fact, Yusif Meizongo Jnr. isn't just an enthusiast. In fact, he is the first West African certified by the International Perfume Foundation. And his brand, Maison Yusif, was selected because it challenged the status quo. While there were 150 exhibitors, Maison Yusif made history as the first niche fragrance house from Ghana ever to take that stage. As the first. It has never happened before.
We're just trying to reclaim our title and throne as it came before. So will it be now. We are very unapologetic about our traces, history, our footsteps, etc. We know what we are. We are royals, we are kings before any other thing. And black people or black nation or soil develop perfumery. So at Maison Yusif Fragrance, we're trying to rewrite that history and bring perfumery back to where it belongs, very, very gently. Because whether you take it or not, there's been an intentional effort to make perfumery look like it has nothing to do with black people. And that is very, very wrong. Perfumery started with black indigents, and that is what it must be. We are not, as she said, we're not trying to have no stereotype or whatnot. We just want the world to understand perfumery as what it is. The story of perfumery starting from Egypt and Mesopotamia is not even the end of it. If you walk down to the west of Africa North, East, South of Africa. There is the rich stories of perfumery, richest of all stories that are not published or said or patronized anywhere in the world, where you'll find there is the truest spices, the stories of perfumery that connect to spirituality, that connect to humans, mental, psychological, emotional, etc. Perfumery, and that is true perfumery. But today, the story has been changed, and at Maison Yusif Fragrance, as I said over 3 times now, we're trying to rewrite that history. So,
in a room full of European giants, he was the lone voice representing the niche with his deep aromatic heritage of Ghanaian craftsmanship. And so when the best perfumery companies were selected across the world, he was selected out of 150 exhibitors from 20 countries.
Hey guys, good morning beautiful people. Once again, welcome to Paris Perfume Week. My name is Yusif Meizongo Jnr, representing Maison Yusif Fragrance, the one and only solely proudly made in Ghana fragrance house in this entire pavilion. Maison Yusif Fragrance is an indigenous niche artisan fragrance house based in Ghana and from Ghana that creates fragrance that draws its heritage inspiration from the rich cultural heritage and stories of Ghana. Our fragrance, as you can see here, Black Excellence, is inspired by the toil of black people.
In fact, Yusif's position wasn't just an exhibitor. He became a global spokesperson. And so he was invited to France 24. And whilst on France 24, he didn't only exhibit his perfume. In fact, he exhibited Ghana and Africa as a whole, as he spoke about Africa.
In Paris, so you're here in Paris, which is obviously one of the household of perfume. How would you differentiate the African perfume from, let's say, other European or American houses of perfume?
you know, what I'll say is, people don't patronize this story much, but Africa and Ghana is artistic in nature. Talk about culture, talk about rich culture. Like as I'm sitting here, look at what I'm wearing. This is a Ghanaian full kente bead. This is royal, this is culture. If we're going to differentiate between the Western perfumery and African perfumery, where does perfumery start from? Where is the birth of perfumery? Egypt, Mesopotamia. This is the true origin of perfumery. This is the true nature of perfumery. Now, let's differentiate that and put it aside. If you come to Africa, Ghana, for instance, we have one of the richest soils in the world. Africa alone carries 13% of the entire forest reserve. If you want to smell rich spices, rich florals, rich plants, roots, etc., and these are the things that are used to create fragrance, come to Africa.
So it's richer and
way richer.
Yeah, richer.
Way richer. Talk about true depth of fragrance. Hey, listen. The entire world has gotten so familiar and used to Western fragrance, which is very good. That is fine. I'm a big fan of Western fragrance too. But the perfume consumer wants something new now. The fragrance lover wants to smell something that tells a story without you telling him a story. They smell a fragrance and immediately it reminds them of something, a place, a memory, and they know this is different. This is not the regular Western perfume. No, this is a fragrance with true depth. This is made in Ghana and Africa.
This specificity, do you think it gets enough recognition on the market?
Say that again?
The specificity of the African perfume, do you think on global stage it gets enough recognition?
No, it doesn't get enough recognition, and that is sad. I think, excuse my language, there's been a very intentional effort to cancel Africa out of the fragrance map, but bit by bit, with collective effort of all African perfumers worldwide, we're doing our best to put ourselves back on the scale. Perfumery started from Africa, and perfumery is supposed to be royalty. I was speaking someday and someone said Maison Yusif is a luxury brand, and I said Maison Yusif is not a luxury brand. We are an African brand. And what is an African? An African is royalty. Hey, when you say luxury, anyone can work hard and achieve and purchase luxury. Royalty, you cannot be rich today and say you are the son of a king.
Now, his invitation to the France 24 is also history, because this makes him the first Ghanaian perfumer to ever appear on France 24 to talk about perfume and his country. And on France 24, he didn't just sell scent. In fact, he sold the movement. He even took made in Ghana product to Meta's official Paris center, showing the world that African luxury isn't just a future dream, it's the current reality.
My name is Yusif Meizongo Jnr, born and bred in Accra, Newtown, schooled in Islamic University College, read public relations, aspired to be a footballer, but due to one or two reasons, that didn't come up. Now, I'm the founder, CEO, and head of all factory at Maison Yusif Fragrance, the first indigenous artisan niche fragrance house born and bred in Ghana. I happen to be the first perfumer from West Africa to be certified by the International Perfume Foundation. Here at Maison Yusif Fragrance, we are inspired by the rich cultural heritage and history of Ghana and Africa.
Made in Ghana. Yeah.
And his message was clear that perfumery traces back to ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia long before it reached Europe. And by standing in Paris draped in kente and fugu, Yusif reminded the world that Africa is not new to this craft, but Africa is where this craft actually started.
Some of the few mistakes I know is that our climate is very harsh when buying fragrance. You have to focus on the type of fragrance it is. Buying eau de toilette in this hot temperature will not do you no good.
Okay.
Even some eau de perfumes, due to their creation and the volatility of the fragrance, they won't still last. Okay. So if you're in Ghana and you're trying to buy a fragrance, you should look out for eau de parfum good, parfum, extrait de parfum, parfum extreme, which are the fragrances we create.
Okay.
Those will be very good for you.
Oh, okay.
And how people apply fragrance.
Hey guys, good morning beautiful people. Once again, welcome to Paris Perfume Week. My name is Yusif Meizongo Jnr, representing Maison Yusif Fragrance, the one and only solely proudly made in Ghana fragrance house in this entire pavilion. Maison Yusif Fragrance is an indigenous niche artisan fragrance house based in Ghana and from Ghana that creates fragrance that draws its heritage inspiration from the rich cultural heritage and stories of Ghana. Our fragrance, as you can see here, Black Excellence, is inspired by the toil of black people, the rich minerals like gold of Ghana, representing Ghana and Africa, and the toil of black people from the transatlantic slave trade to the apex of where black people have reached now. Most of our fragrance, as you can see, represents Ghana in a way that you can see. These are the big six. These are the 6 people who orchestrated and fought for the independence of Ghana in 1957. As you can see here, this is one of our new innovative boxes. It's a cigarette box, like a discovery collection. And on the box you can see the gold, the rich gold of Ghana, and the beautiful cocoa of Ghana as well, and the wool of Africa, and of course the bottle of Maison Yusif Fragrance. This is one of our fragrance leather to excellence to represent the resilience of black people and the toil. As you can see, this is a pure leather package. Very luxurious, not a synthetic leather, pure leather used to make these packages. Maison Yusif Fragrance is the type of brand that represents authenticity, quality, culture, and tradition. So yeah, that's just about it. Thank you so much.
Now my question is, have you ever used the Maison Yusif perfume before? And if you have used this, how does it smell like? Leave your comment in the comment section. And Maison Yusif, guys, if you are watching this, reach out to me and bring me my free perfume. And after, I'm also going to give you a free ad. You up? All right. So guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's a wrap for today.